hope you can hear us. If you have any microphone problems or if there are any sound issues, just type into the comments. My name's Bruce Myers. My scout name is Shark. And here, let's put this on the floor so it doesn't fall any further. And here we've got Tom Kay, Moose from Narrabri, and we've got Eric. What's your scout name, Eric?
Yeah, Skerrit. Skerrit.
Skerrit. We've got Skerrit from Moree as well. So they've made the trip down to Armidale, and they're going to be talking through the PowerPoint as well. If you have any questions that you want to ask, just pop them into the live feed question chat, and we'll be able to answer them. So thanks very much, guys. Take it away.
Thank you, Bruce. Thanks, Bruce.
Yeah.
Right,
yeah. Good morning, and I do apologise for being late. We had a bit of fog coming over. As Bruce said, my name's Tom Kay. I'm the Northwest Region Ozone Leader for the 2022 Jamboree. We just want to gear the parents up and scouts up about the Jamboree coming up in Belmore. We've got a bit of a presentation here, and we'll go through it slowly. Any questions, like Bruce said, just ask, and any audience, just ask as well. Thank you. So our first Jamboree is be at
You'll need someone to drive the PowerPoint.
sorry about that, we just have to click the button over. Dates for your diary to remember is the dates for our Jamboree starting Monday the 3rd of January to Thursday the 13th of January 2022. The theme for our Jamboree is taking us to the next level, and another important date for our families to look at is the can you take that back, Missy? Thank you, Doug. Is Saturday the 8th? That's Family Day. That's when mums and dads, grandmas, brothers and sisters come and visit the scouts at the Jamboree site, look at the campsite, and actually see what they're doing as well. And the next one is the pre-Jamboree camp for the Northwest Region Scouts. Being loans, you mostly attend pre-Jamboree camps in the region you're in. Make it easier for you. You mostly end up travelling with the region as well. You're quite welcome to join the Northwest Region if you want to, but it's usually a lot easier to join up with the region you're in and with the camps and things like that. So yeah, thank you, Georgia. Who can go to the Jamboree? We'll start with our scouts.
Thanks.
Scout must be registered in the Scout section, the Scout Association to attend the Jamboree. They must have their October the 1st birthday by Pioneer badge, or B, the Milestone Level 1 badge. Must attend 9 nights under 9 nights camping under canvas. Then 10 nights under canvas. Sorry, there are not school camps or family camps or cub camps. They're actually camps in the Scout section camps. They must be, and 3 of them must be consecutive nights. The reason we had the Scouts will mostly get most of them out of their pre-Jamboree camp, the 10 nights out of that, part of that, plus they get their 3 consecutive nights at the pre-Jamboree camp as well. And also must have permission from the Scout leader, parents or guardian, and must not turn 15 before the opening day of the Jamboree. For venturers, none of the same criteria as the Scouts, 16 years of age and 6 months service in the venturers, and also must have the Venture Skills Award and Level 3 in bushcraft, bushwalking and camping, and also have permission from their unit council and venture leader and contingent leader and parent and guardian signature as well. Our leaders must be a registered member of the Scout Association and appointed by the 14th of January 2022 hold with their state and territory, and hold a certificate of adult appointment by the 30th of December 2021, and work the children's check and do a basic core module scout safety as well. And our permission, recommendation from the line leader and contingent leader as well, and be physical enough to do activities to running. With leaders going down, there's a number of roles they can do, as in service leaders, activity, have been on the water activities, maybe do abseil base, flying fox. They might want to work in administration, maintenance. There's a number of tasks parents can do, leaders can do if they wish to. Also, if they wish to, especially for the loans leaders, they might want to become a line leader. Talk to your region commissions, your region, to see if there's any positions for a line leader. That's working with your scouts from your region. That is, yeah. So just check with them, see if they've got any spots available for that position as well. What them positions will be troop leader, activity leader. Well, troop leader's role is actually to look after the well-being of the troop and manage the troop. The activity leaders, the leader will be actually make sure the scouts complete all their activities they do at the jamboree. The quartermaster is looking after and the supervising the duty patrol in the kitchen, and welfare leader, their role is usually a female leader. Their role is look after the well-being of the children if they need to, take care of home sickness, make sure they get the medication, and a little bit of basic first aid. If they need, they go to the hospital. And so that's their role. And we've got an assistant quartermaster role as well. He helps just a roundabout sort of roustabout sort of leader. Thank you, Miss. Any questions, just type in or ask too if you're going too fast. Thank you. Adult members, we're talking about parents there. They can attend the jamboree as well, but must follow nearly the same criteria as the scout leader, and do a work with children chess e-learning module, scout safe, and have permission of the line recommendation from their line leader, line manager, and the contingent leader as well. Their role as a parent can be as a number of things. They can go down as a same thing, water activities, help on that, administration, first aid, whatever you'd like to do. Just nominate your job as you go into it. But one thing, parents will not be camping with their child on the troop lines. They will be camping in this service leaders areas, which is a different area altogether. Yeah, so just remember that. Thank you. Thanks, Miss. Jamboree cost and pre-jamboree camp and pocket money. I talked a little bit about the cost of pre-jamboree camp, and Eric is going to be our troop leader. He'll talk about what he thinks our pocket money for a jamboree, what he thinks is a good idea in that as well. At this stage, the state has not put the payment out for the jamborees. The budget for the jamboree fees are worked out on the state budget for the jamboree, and they haven't finalised that budget yet, so the fees won't be put out until later, until they sort that out. They'll be in 3 parts, of course. Our first payment will be in March, so I don't think the payment should be that far away that we know of. So our first payment is usually March, the next one's August, I think it is, and then the final payment's October, is that right?
I think October.
Yeah, October. So unless they change the dates on things, but that's how they were in the previous jamborees. This again might involve a lot of loans this part, but for our Northwest Scouts and that, our pre-jamboree camp cost is $230, and this includes which is three installments of that. You've got 3 installments you can pay, and pocket money we don't recommend no more than $200. Eric can talk a bit on his pre-Jamboree camping pocket money, if you like.
Do you want to do that now? Or?
Yeah, if you like.
Okay, is everybody excited that they're going to Jamboree? You should be excited because it's not that far away. When we get to Jamboree, pocket money is sometimes a big issue because the kids carry around pocket loads of money. Somebody loses their wallet, they lose all their money. So what we suggest is that you put a certain amount of money into the bank. So one of our leaders will be running a bank. They'll have a money tin and you'll put your money in there, and each day as you require some money, you'll come to the bank and you'll do a transaction and withdraw some cash from the bank. That way you don't lose all your money in one foul swoop. So keep an eye on that. The mobile phone things, there'll be opportunities to take photos, and we probably recommend that you do because those things will stay with you for the rest of your life. The only downside of mobile phones is that should one be lost, it's an expensive loss. So we won't be responsible for any of that sort of thing. So if you choose to bring a mobile phone, we don't really want to know about it, but that's up to you. Yeah, so each day if you want money, you'll be able to come to the bank, get your money out, go and make your purchase. There'll be all sorts of gift shops on site, on the Jamboree site, so you'll be able to go and buy hats and shirts and clothes and all sorts of other things. They usually have Jamboree money, which allows you to do trading type things with other scouts. So you'll have some badges to do badge swaps with, and you'll have some Jamboree trading money probably, and that way you
that's on market day.
Yeah, on market day, and you'll go and you know, Northwest might mass produce some. I think we did woggles one year. We made a heap of woggles out of phone cable, and then we went and sold the woggles. So you guys will be able to go and sell them, make some scout money, and then go off and buy something from another regional group. So all good stuff to look forward to. Thank you, Tom.
Yeah, just for that pocket money, we don't recommend no more than $200, like we said, excuse me. But it's very important when you put your child's money in the bag, it's putting in $10 lots. So we don't recommend no more than $10 a day for the child to use, otherwise they'll be spending on rubbish. And because they get all their food supplied, all the foods is put together by dietitians and that, so it's pretty good tucker they're getting. So yeah, so we don't recommend them to spend no more than $10 a day. Otherwise they'll be buying rubbish and they want to eat proper food. Yeah, thanks, Georgia. Why we need a pre-Jamboree camp, and what does $230 cost? Once again, pre-Jamboree camp, well, it helps the line leaders to sort out any problems we have with any scouts, as in behaviour problems, because we do have some children with medication, and we learn what medication times we can talk to the parents, what's a good time we do change the medications for this activity and that, so we can know these little things. Also, it helps us to ensure we get the right patrol members together. We mix and match the children while we're down there, so we get the right patrol for the Jamboree. We don't have any arguments in tents in the night time. That's when the issues usually start, when kids are tired and kid rolls over and accidentally hits another kid on the head when he's rolling in his sleep, and next minute we've got an argument in the tents. We don't need that. So we sort these things out as we're going through. Jamboree is pre-Jamboree camp is 6 nights, and that help to overcome any of the problems we have with any of the scouts. We sort their personalities out. Also, it gives us a chance to check our equipment out too, which is a very important part of our equipment, what we use at the Jamboree, because we have to take it with us and make sure it's all in A1 order when we go down there. So
what time of year is the pre-Jamboree camp?
Pre-Jamboree camp will be the first weekend of October holidays. We come in on Sunday afternoon. That gives the parents time to travel to pick them up and take them back. and we pick them. They pick them up on the following Saturday. I can't think the exact date, but it's the first week of the holidays.
Yeah.
Then they pick them up on the following Saturday morning.
Yeah.
And the troop leader usually has a bit of a meeting with the parents on the drop-off time as well, just talk to the parents what's going on. Some mothers might like to talk to a health and hygiene leader about their young girl about certain things. So it gives them a chance to talk to a health and hygiene leader, and they get to know the leaders as well who's going down with their children as well. So that's another reason why we have older pre-jamboree camp. The cost covers $230, includes a troop T-shirt, which I'm getting too tall. This is our troop T-shirt. This is not a jamboree issue one. This covers the cost of $230. This is last year's jamboree shirt. They've got the troop number on there. Then they've got their name there, and on the back we've got the names of all the scouts attended. And yes, you see benches on there too. Benches can attend the jamboree as well. And any region benches going down, we put the region benches on there as well. And all the leaders who went down as well, even if they're service leaders, we try to put them in as well. That's part of the $230 plus the equipment. They're catering for the week at camp. Our catering usually look on the line of jamboree catering, so the kids get used to cooking jamboree style, because there's different type of camp cooking, because we're cooking for 36 kids, so that the kids have to get used to working on that. Duty patrols too. And travel costs to take our equipment to Sydney in November. That's when we usually bring all of our bags back. I'll just cover a bit of that stuff now. The bags scouts will get will be a barrel bag like that, which holds the gear for 10 days. They're good bags. You've got big pockets to the side, big pockets at the end here, and very good bag they are. They get a jamboree hat. All this gear what you're looking at now is actually designed by New South Wales Youth Council Scouts. They designed the hats and that. They get their ID tag. Every scout will wear one of these. If even we go to the loo at night time, they must put that on. They get put up by a security guard. They're spending 2 hours up at headquarters, and the troop lead wouldn't be very happy he'd pulled out of his tent in the middle of the night going, say, yes, that scout's mine. So yeah, so it's very important everybody wear them at all times. They get New South Wales contingent shirt. Again, it won't be the same design as this. That's the New South Wales contingent shirt. Once again, the Scouts Youth Council designed the shirts, the patterns on them. Again, and they get their jamboree national scarf, which will be a different one again. And then they get their official jamboree shirt. This is Adelaide Jamboree, and again, it'll be a different one. They're very comfortable shirts too. This they're all included in your jamboree fees. The bags included in the jamboree fees, plus they get a day pack as well to carry their stuff on the day, lunches on the day on their activities, a water bottle, and some other bits and pieces. They get plus a badge swap kit as well. Thanks, Georgie.
We've got a question online.
Yes.
Do you have to buy the bag, or is it included?
No, the bag, everything I just showed is included in the jamboree fees. Only thing that's not in the jamboree fees is the troop shirt. That's in the jamboree, pre-jamboree fees. So the 2 shirts, hat, scarf, backpack, water bottle is included in the jamboree fees, plus travel.
So the only thing that isn't included is the contingent T-shirt. Yeah.
Yeah, our troop shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Our troop shirt. The only thing not included in the jamboree fees, national jamboree fees, is our troop shirt, Northwest troop shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a different shirt. All troops have that for their own keepsake and identification too. It's good to pick your own kids out because every kid run around the same shirt now. Which one's mine? And you look for the troop shirt. You know, there they are over there. Helps a lot.
So it's a good idea when we do travel. That troop shirt is our opportunity to see where our kids are. So we like to do something that's a bit different to everybody else, so that you're all different to everybody else for that reason. So we can spot you in a crowd.
Excuse me. Fundraising once again is a very important issue. About fundraising, it makes it hard for a lot of people. Jamboree is a lot of money. We're looking around about $1,900. That's not official, but around $1,900. Could be a bit less, but I don't think it'll be much more. If it is, it wouldn't be over $2,000. So including your pocket money, you look around about $1,200. If you're going to our pre-jamboree camp, you look around about, say, $1,500, all up for the jamboree cost altogether. The $1,900 will cover your coach to and from the jamboree site. It'll cover your meals, all your meals for full jamboree, all your activities, theme parks, whatever we go to for activities, movies, whatever, is covered in that fees as well. Only thing your child will be buying out of his pocket money will be his or her drink or a pack of chips or whatever they want to buy. So yeah, and maybe we keep $10 aside for the meals home as well. We keep that separate for them. So if you want to put an extra $10 in for the meals home, it'll be good. So they'll cover their meals home. Yeah. Fundraising. We got a troop up in the Northwest region one year, Tamworth group. They went to Coles and they did a shopping trolley pushing for the old ladies when they finished filling groceries up, push your trolleys out to the car and load them in, and they got a gold coin donation. They raised a lot of money out of that. They did it nearly every week, excuse me. Yeah, sorry about that. They did that for leading up the jamboree for quite a few weeks, and they raised a lot of money. Aluminium cans and bottles, that's a good thing as well. Some troops raised a lot of money out of that. We Narrabri itself and Moree, they do the shows at Moree, and we do it in Narrabri. And last year we got $500 just out of cans and bottles, just out of the show itself. And I think Moree would have done pretty much the same as well. Is that right, Aaron?
At least that, yeah.
So there's an option as well. You can get scouts to bring their bottles in and cash them in. That helps them as well. You can have cake stalls, pie drives. For those in the Northwest region, or if you're going to do a pie drive, Leamington Drive, Watson's Kitchen, Narrabri is a top place to get them. I work there, it's a good place, nice yummy pies.
Bit of a play for the boys.
Yeah, I need a pay rise coming up for the jamboree. No, they do pie drives, and they do deliver over a certain distance. I'm not saying they're going to go way down south to deliver them, but they do. They would deliver at Armidale if Armidale's interested. We did one pie drive a few weeks ago, $20,000 for a school in Tamworth. So they're geared up to do a big pie drive, and that was 60 dozen Leamingtons on top of that as well. So yeah. Car washing, car booth sales are good. We run them at Narrabri Scout 1 year. We charged each store holder $10 to hold their store in our grounds. We raised a lot of money out of that, plus had families coming in with a lot of stuff. They cleaned the cupboards out, and we sold it, and we kept the money for the jamboree. That's a good one as well. Movie nights, trivia nights, and this is one you must talk to your group leader about, is job week, because you must get approval from your. If a scout goes out and earns $200 on job week, well, if Jimmy earned $200, the committee will write down Jimmy Smith jamboree. So that'll be his jamboree. Stephen next to him only raised $50. He only gets $50 out of that job week money. So yeah, so that whatever they earn in job week goes direct to that child. But please talk to your group committee and your group leader on that, so they can put that in their books and okay for the committee. So just don't go out and do it, think you're going to get it. Committee must approve it. Okay, that's a good fun way of doing it as well. Anybody got any questions? Thanks, George.
When is job week?
Job week's usually in October.
Yeah.
And it usually it doesn't go for a week. Job week, they might let it go for 2 months. Yeah, so
You'll have 2 of those between now and then.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks. I think it's a good girl. Excuse me. Excuse me. I never talk so much in my life. Members of the Jamboree Troop. Jamboree Troop is made up of 36 scouts, and they're divided up into 6 patrols, and then we've got 5 line leaders in that. And line leaders are, at this stage, we're looking at Eric. You already met Eric. Eric Scott's the Moree Scout leader. He's been in Scouts for over 15 years. He's been in 4 Jamborees and 3 coveries. He's got the experience there. Activity leader is Brett O'Neill. He's assistant scout leader in First Moree. He's been in Scouts over 6 years. Very, very active man. The kids are having trouble keeping up with him anyway. So
you won't get away from him.
Yeah, he loves what he's doing, and he gets on very good with Scouts.
Yeah.
Our health and hygiene leader is Debbie Grant. She's a member of First Werris Creek Scout Group. She's been in Scouts for 40 years, and she's been to 6 Jamborees and 5 coveries as health and hygiene leader. Yeah, so she's pretty experienced in what she does. And quartermaster is Nathan Bennett, from assistant scout leader from Moree. You see a lot of Moree ones here. They're the only ones in our region so far put their hands up, and I had to put state want to know who was doing what, as in what. So they're in there, and plus they've been they haven't been approved yet by state, but I say that no doubt they will be. Brett Nathan's been in Moree for he's still a trained leader, but he's been there for a while, and he's very confident leader what he does.
It's coming.
And there's myself. I've been in Scouts for over 30 years. I've been with Narrabri Scout Group for 20 of them years, and I've been Regional Commissioner of Scouts for the North West Region for 10 years, and I've attended 7 Jamborees, and I've been trip leader at 4 of them as well. So yeah, so we've got leaders going down. They're all pretty experienced what they do, and they're all confident leaders as well. Thanks, Georgia. Jamboree travel. There is independent travel if you wish to do so. I believe that the cost could be a bit lower than the normal fees are. I'm not officially on that, but I've heard that could be. But please, you must remember, with independent travel, getting from Melbourne Airport to Elmore, it's not going to be a simple matter. So I really recommend, if possible, for the child to travel with the troop on the buses, unless you're in Victoria on family holidays and you want to drop them off. Otherwise, I wouldn't. Flying down, I don't think that'd be a very good option, because it's more of a nightmare for you. And this troop can't take charge of your child until they actually been officially signed to the bus or whatever. Yeah, so that wraps us up, and thank you for attending to the presentation. But any questions, please, my email address is there. It's tom.k@nsw.scouts.com.au, and my mobile number there is 0427 921 661. So any questions, please ask. At this stage, all the questions will come through me. When we get close to the Jamboree, I'll be dropping out of the scene, and Eric will be taking over any questions as we get close to the troops are formed and things like that. If anybody's wondering about travel, where you get picked up at, and that no one knows yet, because for Armidale parents, it's actually last Jamboree when we went to Elmore, the bus went from Armidale, Tamworth, Narrabri, Moree, come down to Narrabri, and then went straight down the New York Highway. So it could be exactly the same, unless they go Armidale, Moree, Inverell, like that, then Narrabri. But I couldn't see him doing that. Yeah. So yeah, any questions, please ask, and any questions online, I can answer them for you if you'd like.
There are no questions online at the moment. The published comments, someone has commented that job week is normally in May, June, July. So I've just said, okay, I'll just put that up there.
All right, thank you for that, yeah.
And there's another question about the t-shirt, which you've answered, but there are no new questions at this stage.
Right.
We did have someone who left the presentation when they realised that their youth members were still cubs at that time. So they're going to come along to the next one.
Yeah, sorry. Just on the cub one, never put the cub ones up because that's a tricky area to talk about. It's not so tricky, but we've got in the Northwest region, we've got 52 scouts that's eligible to go. When I say scouts, I mean cubs as well.
Yes.
That will be eligible to go to the Jamboree in 2022. So we've got, in the region, we've got 52 to attend our Jamboree. And by saying that, it's very important if you're with 52, that means we've got 1.5 troops. And if you want your child to be with the Northwest troop, it's very important to register straight away, get in early, because how we're going to work it is the first 36 scouts that is registered on New South Wales website for Jamboree, and I get a printout on them as they get registered, and it'll be the first 36 on New South Wales to go on their membership numbers, joining numbers as they come in. Yeah. They'll be the first 36 scouts for the Northwest region, and with our other half a troop or whatever number we got, either they'll be farmed out to another region, or if we got say 10 kids over, we could make another troop up. So yeah, so that's how it works. But with loans, like I said earlier, you're quite welcome to join Northwest region. We'll be happy to have you, but just check with the groups you work, your home groups you're working with in your own region, because your scouts know all them ones down there, and they'll be more comfortable with kids they know, and the leaders they know as well. But like I said, you're quite welcome to join our region, our Jamboree troop. You're quite welcome to do it because you are a part of the Northwest region. But we understand if you want to go with Riverina or Hunter and the Golden West, we understand that, because last year we had our last Jamboree we had a young scout from Lone. She went with Second Orange group. You know, so yeah, so we understand that. So yeah. So anyway, thank you very much for attending and putting your time in. And once again, I do apologise for holding you up for being late coming in. And I'd like to thank our Armidale ones. Eric, you like to say something?
Just one more thing on that. Just because we register now doesn't mean you have to cough up with money. You need to register, even if you think, you know, you might not go, register anyway, and then you can decide, you know, make a final decision later down the track before, you know, before we pay any money. So
we've got an online question. Do you know when registration's open?
Registration should open in March 2021.
So next March.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, no, sorry, I told you a lie there. First payment's in March. Registration should open this year sometime, around about, could be around about November, October. Yeah. Go on New South Wales website and click on 2022, and that'll give you any information you want to know about the Jamboree, what activities involved. I don't want to talk about activities here because they might be the same activities they're going to put out. I don't want the kids all G'd up because last time I won, the Jamboree fees actually covered a free flight as well.
Yeah.
So I don't want to say that just in case it's not covered.
Yeah.
So yeah, they might be different this year. So I don't want to talk about activities what could be and it's not going to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Cool.
Thank you.
Done.
Thanks very much for that, Bruce.
Oh, pleasure. I'll just say goodbye to everyone.
So on behalf of Northwest Region and on behalf of the Loans, I'm going to say thank you very much, Tom and Eric, for travelling to Armidale this morning to do a live broadcast, as well as to talk to the youth members that could come here this morning. We're looking forward to promoting this and just making sure that as many people know about this as possible and all our youth members get involved. We're living in difficult times with COVID, and just getting communication happening is being a bit of a challenge. But
can you just mention, talk to the local regional commissioner for Scouts about the Jamboree?
Yeah, what about that? Just talk.
Anything, any information, ask information about the regional commissioner for Scouts in that region.
Oh, great. Yeah. So if particularly the loans.
Yeah.
So loans, you probably would have heard Tom just mention that. But if you do have any questions about that, see if you can direct your questions to the regional commissioner for Scouting in your local region.
It doesn't matter. But
or Tom, of course, and he'll be able to answer your questions as well. So you can see Tom's email there on the slide in the presentation. But that's it from us. So we're going to sign out now, and thank you very much for watching.